Let's say this briefly this morning. You know, I just have a burden in my heart to talk about this, and I just want to address it once and for all. You know, I want to appeal to the traditional settings, or to the traditional, or to the custodian of traditions in Nigeria, in Africa, especially in Nigeria. I want to appeal to churches. I want to appeal to GOs. I want to appeal to bishops. I want to appeal even to the Pope. I want to appeal to reverend fathers. I want to appeal to prophets. I want to appeal to pastors, to evangelists, to reverend, to please allow our youth, allow the youth to get married this year without financially placing burden on them. I'm going to be talking about two things. Number one, I'm going to be talking about marrying in church, marrying traditionally, and also burial in church and traditionally. See, the only thing I see here, I just see some set of old persons that just sit down and write down and put down a list and want to milk a man that is coming to marry their daughter. Yes, some of them I say it's an old time tradition, but it is this to be done when people were still farmers, because they expect people to go to their farms and bring those yams, those things, and all those crops. Those things were easily accessible those days. You are telling a man to bring 200 tubers of yam or 20 tubers of yam. Can it be one? Can it be two? Are the villagers hungry? Is he marrying a hungry family? Can those things be adjusted? And part of the church, you pay for certificate, you pay for generator, you pay for marriage counseling, you pay for class. What about the offering? What about the seeds sown in church? What about the tithe? Why are you not using it to run the administration of the church and allow people to give out willingly? The offering of the wedding is even supposed to be for the newly wedded, because they are starting a new home. They have just spent money, but the church is still keeping the money, and you are still telling them to pay these fees. Have mercy on the young generation. Allow them to get married. A lot of ladies are getting old in their father's house because their uncles don't want to come down on the list, because their father do not want to come down on the list. They want to make sure that the man does it according to the list. These men are actually the men that love your daughter, but they can't marry them because they can't afford the things in the list. They can't afford the things, not even the bride price. And at the end of it all, traditionalists will not deceive us by saying the bride price is just only 10 naira, it's just only 150 naira. But you made the men spend millions, money that would have been used to set up a business for your daughter. The church, after these men and women have served, after they have been dedicated members, you are still collecting. What are you collecting money for them? For generator, or for the church, or for using the church to wed? It's a service. Who do you collect money from for having a normal church service? It's extortion. It's extortion. And again, see, when one is bereaved, I feel the church should be able to stand out and stand for them. On the lights. When one is bereaved, I believe the church should be able to stand out and stand for them. You know, some of the things I have discovered is that you see the church even still asking people to pay money when they are coming for burial, when they are coming to bury their father, when they are coming to bury their mother, when they are coming to bury a woman that died sick. They have spent money, they have paid hospital bills, oxygen, they have spent a whole lot for years taking care of her health, taking care of his health, and he now finally dies. Is it not wickedness for a church setting to still be asking them to pay money, to pay fine, to pay card money, to pay dues, to pay all those things? Where is the sympathy from the church? Where is the love from the church? And the traditionalists are just one people that are even funnier. They will not say, this church, you are bringing 1 million, this you are bringing this, you are bringing cow. Can that cow be a goat? Can't they just even lower those persons in the grave and just eat whatever they have or drink whatever they have and go? Must all those lists, must all those items be met? How much did the church or did the traditionalists contribute while the mother or the father was sick? There are some dead bodies that are still in the mortuary for years because they cannot afford the burial, because they cannot afford the list, either from the church or from the traditionalists or from the family of their father's family, their mother's family. Wicked sort of people. Wicked sort of people. So let's say this, and I'm telling you, let me say this to you now. At the end of it all, you that is also bringing burden on someone else's child, on their burial issue, on their father's burial issue, or on their marriage. Don't forget you are going to die someday. The ones laughing with you now are going to play the same burden on your children. And for the men of God, the church can do better. No matter what you think you are, who you think you are, or what you think you possess, whatever God does not bless, He does not support. And whatever He does not support, He does not bless. Benjamin Osazo Omorodion is my name. Apostle Johnson Suleiman is my father. Good morning.